Hey guys, Jason here with the Samco Workshop. Today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of this 2022 Tacoma TRD and this generation, this TRD off-road. It's an amazing truck. I absolutely love it. It's been great. It is being sold here pretty soon. I have a ZR2 on order, Colorado 2023 ZR2. But this thing's got some great things and some not so great things. Let's talk about them for you. And maybe if you are thinking about buying one, it's probably going to be used market by the time you're watching this. But there are some things that you want to take into consideration. Hits and misses, no particular order. First of all, since it's parked this way, I will show this, but you will notice that this wheel is coming back pretty close right here. Okay, now these are 32 inch. This comes with a 31, so these are 1 inch bigger than stock that are on here, 1 inch taller and 1 inch wider than what stock is. But if you wanted to put a 33 on this truck, you can't do it without a lift, because behind this mud flap here, right there, is a body mount. Okay, you can see that arm coming across here, and there's a body mount right there that has to be chopped to go with 33. It's real hard to put anything bigger than a 33 on this truck, and even some people are fighting with 33. So that body mount is a real limiter if you wanted to go with a lift on here. So that's one thing they kind of got wrong. One thing they got right is the width. Okay, now I know everybody wants a lot of poke on their wheels and they want them sticking out far and they think it looks cool, and that might be fine and dandy for mall crawlers, but when you actually spend your time in the woods and off-road, that's a horrible thing to have, is too much offset where your wheels stick out. I know people are going to give me so much crap for this. They're going to be in the comments, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. But the reason you want your wheels inset of that body is because of the fact that tires, especially when you get off-road tires, these have got 60,000 miles on them almost, these Goodyear Ultra Terrains. But see the thickness of this? They are going to hold rocks, okay? Rocks and debris are going to get stuck in these, and then they are going to fling them when they roll. That's why I have mud flaps. I have Rec-Gen aftermarket flexible mud flaps, but they are going to throw. Look at the dirt line on this truck. Even with mud flaps and my tires being inbound, not a bigger offset. Notice the mud still there. Every single place that you see mud on here is a potential scratch or ding or chip from rocks, okay? Toyota does it real well. They keep them inset nice and tight into the body, where you want, where they still look good, still look aggressive, but they're not sticking out too far to the fact that they're gonna beat your truck up. Same thing on this side. You can see, I mean, again, I live in the dirt. I'm off-road all the time. Look at my wheel wells, but see that right there? All that is potential rock damage. Notice how it hits here, but we're not getting too much here, but it's hitting here, okay? I mean, like I said, they do it well with their offset on here. I don't have a ton of dirt in my handles. I don't have a ton of dirt all over here, even though I got mud flaps on it, but they do a good job with their amount of offset they give you, knowing that it's going to be an off-road truck. So they've done a fantastic job there. I like how they put all that stuff together in there. Another pro to them is I love this feature, okay? I hope my Colorado has something similar. Lock and unlock, okay? That's it. Put a finger on there, it locks. Grab the handle and it unlocks, okay? Like that, just that easy. I don't have to have my key fob. I don't have to pull it out for anything. I have push button start right there. I don't have to do anything. When I get out of the car, hit it, close it, touch, and it locks. I love that. When I come back to the truck, when I get back, no doors work, no nothing. When I come back, I touch this, unlocked. Now everything is completely unlocked and accessible. I love that feature. Key fob stays in my pocket. Locked, unlocked. Okay, wait a second there, but and unlocked. I love that. Now another thing they missed at, one of the things they did wrong. They do not, from the factory in this particular TRD off-road model, or I don't know of any models, maybe limited or something, but there is no auto lock on the tailgate, okay? You see you got a keyhole there, and it's a separate key. Now I'm using it, we're in the 21st century here, we have a key fob, it's 2023. I don't want to have to carry a key to lock this. But see, when I lock it, hear it lock, watch when I unlock. You can hear it unlock. Why? Because I took the time and spent the $100, $130 or whatever it was, ripped all of this out, ran all the wiring, bought the harness, did the wiring all the way up through the front and everything to be able to get that keyless lock, that tailgate lock into this, to be able to have that in there so that when I hit my truck and I lock it, and we actually lock this thing by any method, it locks the tailgate as well too. Okay, love that, but they should have had that in there to begin with. Why does it not? Again, I hope my 2023 Colorado does too. I don't know, we'll see. But I wish they would have put that in there so that I didn't have to. That took me like 2.5 hours and cost $100 and something. But whoever gets this truck next will really appreciate the fact that that's already in there for them. They will definitely like that. Another thing Toyota always gets right, let's go to the non-exhaust side here. Okay, look at where they mount the shocks. See how the shocks are inboard of the tire and outboard, or they're outboard of the leaf springs. See how they are offset from the leaf spring closer to the tire. Gives all this open space under here, okay? Everybody talking about the new Colorado ZR2, they're like, oh my God, finally they put the wheels or the shocks outboard. You know, Toyota's been doing it for a very long time. Okay, that's a beautiful thing. That's where shocks should be, is right there. And Toyota nailed it right off the bat. Also notice, you'll see this going down the road on a lot of vehicles. Notice that the U-bolts that come through that bracket that hold the leaf spring to the shock or to the axle right here, there is no bolt sticking down below that. That's a beautiful thing. See how they got the little wings on the side of them? Those are protection for them. And they protect the bolts so that they're not getting beat up on rocks where you can never take them apart again or getting bent. But you'll see trucks going down the road where those things hang down 2 inches long. It's absolutely stupid and pointless. Toyota gets that right off the bat. They straight up nail it. They do a fantastic job. Speaking of rocks in the tire, see that one? That's what we're talking about. But Toyota does a great job on that. Now, where they do fail, one place they do fail, you get back down under there. This is obviously not very fun to be kneeling on. Notice I put those Sumo Spring bump stops in there. Okay, those are those blue things next to the shock in the middle of the camera frame. Okay, I had to put those on when towing my trailer because look at how flat those leaf springs are. See how they're completely flat? They actually will go to the negative. There's no arc up to them. It's probably kind of a stupid design how they do that. And it works, but I had to put those in because I was riding on the regular bump stops every single day because this thing just, like I said, their rear leaf spring pack is not very impressive. So that's kind of a bummer there. And another little thing that bums me out about it, insignificant I guess, but notice how my rear, my trailer hitch here is angled down slightly in the back. See how it kind of goes from like this, it's tipping down. It's not coming out straight level, it's actually got a downward slope. With this little hitch, it doesn't matter too much, but when I put a longer one on or adjustable, you really notice that, and it looks funny because it angles down, not straight parallel where it is. Something maybe not a big deal, but it is definitely kind of an annoying thing that you know, that I noticed that drove me nuts on there. But other than that, like I said, the truck, phenomenal. It's been phenomenal. The other place they really screwed up that bums me out is how low this cross member right here, how low that hangs. Okay, look at how low. I mean, they act like it's got all this ground clearance under here. Like, oh, look at all that. Well, it's really not. Okay, look at this cross member. And look at the exhaust pipe there. Okay, look at my skid plate, how low my skid plate has to be to clear all that stuff from the front through here. And you got this big honking cross member hanging way down. Then you have that exhaust pipe hanging way down right there too, that I have that guard on. But it's pretty crazy how, why they had to put that there. I don't understand why that cross member has to be like that. That could have been better designed, in my opinion, you know, to give you a little more clearance in there. But again, nitpicking, it does its job really well, and it's been fantastic. I don't have a ton of other really complaints or things that I haven't mentioned in other videos. I don't want to keep repeating myself because I have talked about some of that stuff in other videos. But like I said, it's been an incredible truck. You know, there's just a few things that could have, like I said, been a little bit better, but there are definitely some things I'm gonna miss. The seat position, still not that great. It's been good, but you know, like I don't mind it too much. Tina hates it. She hates driving this truck. She's like, it's like driving a car. She does not like the forward position with your feet and the way it's set up. She does not like it. You look at the height in here to that, and then if you even look at her 4Runner, it sits much more up and much more trucky than what this Tacoma does. The difference, okay? It sits, you sit way more like a truck in a Tacoma, or I mean in a 4Runner than you do a Tacoma. This car, you still sit in it much more like a car. And interesting as it is. But like I said, little nitpicky stuff. Other than that, I like the interior a lot. I like everything about what this truck does, how it does it. I love the simple, easy, each one being adjustable on the, you know, your vents on here and stuff like that too. The manual e-brake is absolutely amazing. God, I wish they would just bring these back and keep them. They all went electronic now, but I love this for backing my boat up and down and pulling it out, and also playing in the woods. If I want to slide a corner, you yank that and it slides the corners real easy. But putting my boat in and out of the water as much as we do, that is a gold mine for on the ramps. I absolutely love that. Another downside, a negative, keep this in mind. Okay, notice my windshield cracked all up, busted all up. Okay, well, I called to get this done because my insurance will cover it with my deductible of $100, but every time you claim insurance or a windshield on there, it is considered part of one of your claims, and it is stacked against you. Trust me on this. I know it's, like I said, it's ridiculous. But so I checked with SafeLight to replace this because of all this electronics with the pedestrian warning crap and all this crap that's here. Okay, to recalibrate that, to get a new windshield in this thing is $1,080 for a new windshield. You can see the crack. It will cost me $1,080, so $1,100 to put a windshield in this. That's just the dumbest crap I've ever seen. It's just stupid on that level. That drives me crazy. I also do not like at all, look at this corner down here, I do not like how this scratches. This is the cheapest plastic I have ever seen on any dash in my life, and I used to decal cars for a living, so I know how to clean this with microfiber and not get a scratch on it. I know everything about that, but this thing here is pure garbage with the scratches. Just blows my mind how bad that really is. Now, I love the amount of cup holders. One here, one there, one more here, plus this one actually works as a cup holder too. So we'll call it one because I don't really put anything square in there. But so you got 2 cup holders here, 2 cup holders there, 2 more cup holders back there, cup holders, 2 cup holders in each door. I love the amount of cup holders in this truck. I mean, I'm going to miss that tremendously. That is such an absolute beautiful thing. I mean, I cannot say enough good things about that. That's just incredible. So that makes me very bummed that I'm not going to have that. Toyota nailed it with all the cup holders. If we look at the 4Runner over here, okay, exact opposite in the 4Runner. This one, we're begging to try and find cup holders. They're just like near impossible to come across, okay? Now, you got a cup holder here in the door. You can fit 1, basically, maybe 2 in there like that. But we only have 2 cup holders here. 1 right there, 1 right there. That's it, okay? So definitely a bummer here that we don't have that luxury of more cup holders in this particular vehicle. And then back here, they're just in this center console thing right here. But there is nothing else other than those cup holders for anybody back here to be able to use. Definitely a bummer in the 4Runner, but a gold mine in the Tacoma. The Tacoma has tremendous amount of cup holders, which we absolutely love. And I do like the fact that they make this molly panel setup back here. I love this. I don't know if I'm going to spend the money to put it in my Colorado, but I love these. These were rough country mounts on here. They took like 10 minutes to put in, these molly panels that you see right here. But they have been fantastic. They work really good and they're dirt cheap. You know, like $120 I think I paid for both sides, for that one and for this one over here. And I really like them. Now, notice my straps keep breaking, okay? These things just give out over time. Like that one just broke again, holding up this. But on the same note, I'm not really that concerned about it because I'm probably on the Colorado Trail or ZR2 that I'm getting. It has that Stowflex tailgate. All this stuff should fit in there with the exception of that shovel that I'll probably put under the back seat. But all of my tow straps and everything I need and all that should fit in that Stowflex thing. And between that and the under seat and the storage in the back, I shouldn't have to have anything back here but my traction board. So I think I'm going to be okay with that setup on there. I do hate this. You know, we live in a time where all these tailgates are damped, and I love that. But this one is really heavy one-handed. It is still a heavy tailgate compared to everything else out there today. And it may not be a big deal for a lot of the times and a lot of things you're doing, but sometimes when you have your hands full and you throw something in there and you just need to quickly put it, it's heavy, you know, to lift as far as tailgates go. Big deal? Not really, but it is something you will definitely notice. Other than that, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Like I said, it's an incredible truck, and I can't say enough good things about it, and I cannot recommend it enough. I have talked in other videos drastically about the reliability, the quality, all that kind of stuff. The paint sucks on them. They scratch real easy. There's no doubt about that. But like I said, it is a rock solid, incredible truck, and I'm going to miss it when it's gone. Some things not so much. Quality is the fit and finish, as you can see. The fit and finish is pure garbage on a lot of this stuff. Okay, look at this. Okay, it's made in Mexico. Don't be fooled. Okay, fit and finish. Look at this stuff. Fit and finish on this thing. Look at. I mean, it's junk on a lot of stuff. Look at this. Okay, I mean, it just is. Look at. Okay, I mean, I mean, come on, look at that. I mean, put that into perspective here. I mean, it's like I said, there's nothing, you know, this is not anything, you know, ground altering here or anything fancy, but it works. It works, it's functional, it gets the job done, it looks nice, and it doesn't let you down. There's a win-win to this thing all the way around in every kind of level, and if you're gonna buy one, I think you'll absolutely enjoy it. I love this for the it'll be 21 or 22 months that I've owned it by the time I get rid of it, and it has been amazing, absolutely flawless. So hopefully that helps you make a decision in when you wanna buy one. Thanks for watching.